We're at the airport now, dropping off our car that's taken us across the east coast.
Actually,
So after New York, we had the best time there ever. We stayed with Brett's parents, friends Harvey and Laurie, and staying at their house in New Jersey was like being back at home. It was just super comfortable. We felt completely at home. We couldn't wait to get back there after a day in the city. They were just overly kind to us. It's just something we could never repay them for, but hopefully we can try one day. We went from New York. We flew to Denver. I slept the whole flight. Brett watched movies the whole flight. We landed in Denver, and then we came to a little bit of an issue where we got to the rental company, and initially they wanted to charge us a deposit that was the same amount of the car, which was really expensive. And then when we got there, it turned out that I had booked it under my name, but the credit card was under Brett's name, so they wouldn't give us the car, and they said they couldn't change the details. And then the third party company that we booked through said that they couldn't change the details, so we ended up having to forfeit that car. And Brett fought, and the terms, it was in the terms and conditions, not on the main booking page, the terms and conditions in the smallest fine print ever. So obviously we missed it, but lesson learned, read the fine print. So we booked a car for 2 days from that same booking from the booking rental that we were at, and cancelled the other car. They were giving us a full refund, which they said would take 30 to 60 days, and after fighting them they agreed to let it go in 7 days. But that was an absolute nightmare. Booked a car for 2 days, drove to Boulder in Colorado, had literally the best time ever. It's like this cute, quaint little town, farmers markets going on, so many things to see. Walking on the streets was so cool. There's so many things to see there, and it felt so homey and small town vibes, but really clean. We just loved it, and it's nestled on the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, which is awesome. Then we went on a hike. The hike said easy, but I beg to differ. We turned around after about 2.5 kilometers, and then the walking back was all uphill. But regardless, we had the best time, walked around the farmers market, whatever. And today we left Boulder, we dropped off the rental car at the company at the airport, and then got an Uber to this other rental company. Strange, it's in the middle of nowhere, but we got a really good deal on it. And I've just let Brett handle it. He's gone inside, he's working out the car. And then we're going to hop in the car and we're going to drive to Grand Junction, which is just basically a stopover to get to where we need to get to, in the middle of basically nowhere. I don't know what's there and what we'll see on the way, but the end goal is pretty much Grand Canyon for this stretch of the trip. And that'll take us 4 days to kind of get to, or 5 days, but we're going to go into the national parks and see some stuff around. It's going to be much different scenery to what we're used to, and that's pretty much the catch up of what's been going on so far. Today is the 14th of April. We're pretty much at the month mark till we come home, and yeah. So we've just driven from Moab down to a place called Kayenta. It's like this little town in the middle of nowhere, but the view's great. This is where we're staying. It was like a 3.5 hour drive. There was like some cool things to see. Most of it was just desolate land. And we're here just stopping over for tonight so that we can go to Flagstaff tomorrow. We wanted to go through Monument Valley, which is another park, but we couldn't because you had to purchase tickets before. And then there's like places to stop and all that, and currently it's already 5:30 in the evening. We wouldn't have had time, so we had to go around. But
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
No. That's basically where we're at. Tomorrow we're going to Flagstaff to see the Grand Canyon. So yesterday we left the national parks and we drove to this little Native American town called Kayenta. We stayed at this like cute little themed hotel, went and got a Subway for dinner. And yeah, we slept over, and then this morning we've woken up. We're going to be making our way through Tuba City for brunch and arriving in Flagstaff. It'll take us probably 3-4 hours in total with the stopover. And then we're going to do some washing and stuff in Flagstaff, take a rest, have it easy today, and then tomorrow morning we wake up and we go straight to the Grand Canyon. I'm a little bit nervous because of the drops and steep hills and driving in that area, but millions of people go every year, so it'll be fun. That's our next stop from now, and I'm just starting to get into Pesach preparations and stuff like that. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but yeah.
Never thought there'd be something I'd want to stare at longer than that car wreck on the way here.
Okay, so we're in Vegas, and originally I made this vlog including Vegas, but it turns out I don't have enough space on my phone for the amount of content and things that we're seeing in Vegas. So this will be part 1, and then part 2 will come, which will show our entire journey through Vegas, which is, there's just too much to show, so I couldn't put it in one vlog. But yeah, so here's part 1. I hope you enjoyed. See you in part 2.